Hello, happy Sunday. I'm recording this Sunday, February 8th. It's a couple hours before the Super Bowl. But until then, I thought I'd show you. I got some happy mail yesterday. It was my, it's the April monthly subscription from Sweet Kawaii Design. So I thought I'd show it to you guys. And then we can just put the date dots down in April so that I get to use part of it because it's so pretty. I mean, who wants to? Now this is the subscription. It does come to the shop afterward, and I'll link the shop below. So you can get this now minus a few of the freebies for your April planning. So I think the theme she called it, what'd she call it? Oh, I don't remember what the theme was. It's not written on there, but so you get this really cute die cut of April. And you can buy these in the shop individually. And then let me make some room because I have no space. And then this is one of the freebies in the subscription. If you like what you see, I recommend signing up for her subscription. This one's already closed, but the one for May, because she plans 2 months ahead, will be revealed on February 20th. And it's $30. I get the journaling size, but I think she does A5, B6, horizontal and vertical, and maybe weeks and possibly itty bitty. I'll have to double check on the thing. So this is one of the freebies, Connie in a teacup. That's so cute. And then this is another one of the freebies with the subscription, just a lot of extra deco. And then with the subscription, you always get a large sticker. So this is Poe in his garden. Now I like flowers. I don't grow things. I've got a purple thumb, not a green one. My husband has a green thumb though. But all these are printed on her removable vinyl. So it's fantastic. And then this is one thing that also comes with the subscriptions. You just get a little extra deco and like reminder stickers. So, and then this is the rest of the kit, and it does come in pieces. So I get the journaling size. So these 2 pages would be the journaling monthly overview. So you get the month, some washi, your date covers, and then the days of the week. And I get the journaling. So mine is cut into the shape of the letters instead of in a giant box. And then you get the wacky holidays. If you buy the regular kit, without the freebies, this replaces the first sheet that I had with the regular kit. So we're actually going to use this today to decorate in my planner so that we can lay it down because it's just too cute. I can't have it in a bag for 2 months before I can play with it. So put that over here with my planner for a minute. And then all the wacky holidays. Her bats are so adorable. So Bat Appreciation Day on April 17th. And then of course, Tax Day. Gotta include the goods. All right. So in the journaling, you get these bigger boxes. These are on her day on one page. I love these big boxes. I'm a writer and I do a lot of sprints. I like to keep track of in my planner when I'm sprinting, how long, how many words, if there's something I need to look up or research, quick thought I had. And then we've got Connie for April. And then, oh God, the deco strips. These are fantastic and they're all kiss cut. So I put these on almost every page. So they're fantastic. The top 3, as she calls them. I love these little flowers. And then the journaling, you just get everything kiss cut. You don't get it in boxes. So we got Frank with the grow, Poe, Connie in the teacup. And you guys will see this again when I decorate April, but I like to decorate 1 month at a time, but we just did February and it's only February 8th. So April will wait a little longer. But isn't this pretty? I love this little heart wreath. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? Oh. Tasia has some of the best stuff. And then all your normal icons, more deco strips, weekends, some more big boxes. I love these big boxes. Boxes, little plants. This is one of my favorite parts of the journaling kit. Between those other boxes, these big ones, I use these for journalings, big lists, things I need to remember, like my month to-do list, even writing. And then you've got your date covers, which we'll put on when it gets closer. Got little date dots. And then the washi. I love the colors. Got the little bird and the hat. I'm not a big gardener, but this one is just so adorable. I subscribe to both of her subscriptions. She has 2. One's the Kawaii, which comes out on the 1st and is not month specific. So that one the subscription ends on Tuesday. So if you want to get it, go look at it online. I think it's cherry blossoms this time. I completely recommend. So we'll go ahead and put the kit to the side, but I do want to put down the date dots today. So we're going to get out my trusty planner, my B6 from Just Scribble, and we'll find my April tab. I went ahead earlier because she always has dates on these little boxes here and whited them out and whited out the date covers. And there's usually like little April or the day of the month. Yeah, like the day of the month and the dates, because I like to use the ones that come in the kit. So I just go ahead and white it out. So did I have everything? Make sure you're in frame. All right. So what I like to do first, I like to put the big washi down first, and I've got my trusty little slicer because I put it at the bottom, and inevitably it's always a little long. So I think for this one, if I have to slice, I'd rather keep the books than the birdhouse. So we'll go ahead and just put it right up against that little line right there. And, well, we'll cut the birdhouse in half, but what are you gonna do? And, oh, I didn't cut through the paper. Yay. I do that occasionally. All right, which one do we want to save? I like the little rain boots. So we'll save the rain boots and put that on this corner here. And then I think what I'll do is I'll cut, I think this is Biscuit, completely off. Oh, that's really crooked, but that's okay. And we can put him somewhere. So we're going to save him. I'll just plunk him right there. Now the thing, I normally put April on some of these dates. Do we think it'll fit? Oh, it'll fit right there. All right. So I just like to make it as colorful and cute as possible. I don't mind if it, we'll just kind of center it right here. I just like the color. Nothing is perfection. Let me get my scissors. I'm going to trim this little guy up a little bit. Because then we can use him in a box. All of her stickers have to be cut with stickers or a slicer because they are vinyl. So like a washi card and just tearing like normal washi, it doesn't work. I don't recommend trying. I think I'm going to put something there to cover up that really bad cut. But here we'll put, what else came? Oh, we've got the little plants. Let's see. We'll put the plants in the middle of these, and then we'll put this little guy here. So look, I saved him. Oh, he's crooked. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing today. Okay. And then down here, I think, oh, flower pot. The flower pot will cover the fact that I don't know how to slice correctly. Oh, perfect. We've got a little bit more deco, but we're going to go ahead and get started. Now, I belong to Sarah Cannon's writing community on YouTube. It's called Heart Breathings. And the first Saturday of every month is what she calls Double Down Day. So I always like to notate that. And what I like to do is let me get a color. Will that match? Or will, no, too bright. We're gonna use this. I like to just kind of trace the day before I put the date dot on. Just so I can kind of denote. I did just get stickers from Procrastiplanner, and I'll put those on when I get closer to the month. But I just like to denote the day anyway, just so, because it's one of my favorite days. I basically lock myself in my study and I just write until my fingers go numb, which, you know, as you get older, that happens, but what are you gonna do? All right, so let's put down all these beautiful, looks like she's got little flowers. All right, so while I do this, I hope everybody's staying warm. There's still snow on the ground, which is unfortunate, but hopefully at some point it'll warm up. So by the time I'm actually planning in April, not just laying down these really beautiful stickers, it will feel warm and comfortable, and there will be flowers out there. Right now, I still have a foot of snow on the ground that has not melted. And I'm sure it's like that for pretty much the rest of the country too. Everybody's gotten snow. Though my family's in Colorado, and they told me that yesterday was 60 degrees. That doesn't seem fair, but you know, if I wanted 60 degrees, I'd live in Colorado. But I don't live in Colorado, but it's nice. I don't know if anybody's watching the football Super Bowl. Neither of my favorite team is the Saints, but they didn't make it. And then my home team is the Broncos, but they didn't make it. So we're still gonna watch. I think I'm rooting for the Seahawks just because the Pats have made it so many more times, but my nephew, I think he's going to pull a bet with me because he loves the Pats. So I'll see if he wants to do a bet about that, but I don't know. At this point, I'm just kind of relaxing. I might work on some crocheting or writing while it's on, just kind of use it as background noise, but it is what it is. These little date covers are so adorable. And the Just Scribble has this little box around it that perfectly fits these little date dots that Tasia does. They are two different shops. I don't believe they planned that ahead. It's just kind of a happy accident. I sound like Bob Ross right now. If you're of that age, you know Bob Ross and the Happy Little Trees. So, but that's okay. Put all these down. I mean, the planner looks good the way it is. I mean, the Just Scribble people make a really, really efficient planner, and it's so easy to use, but I love that I can kind of zhuzh it up with these stickers a little bit. Give it a little bit more perk. So you kind of have that look of, oh, it's got some, you know, you're not staring at a blank calendar that's just black and white. You've got little flowers for your dates. So I highly recommend them. She's one of my favorite sticker shops. I have quite a few that I love, but currently I'm on a Sweet Kawaii design kind of a addiction. So pretty much all the stickers in my planner are Sweet Kawaii design. I just love them. They're so versatile. They last. They're so easy to put down. I mean, even with my trusty little tweezers, because I have short little fat fingers. It's not a lie. They're short and little. And so these tweezers really make it easy to put them in place without me fiddling and bending the stickers a lot, because I tried it before the tweezers. Lesson learned. Tweezers make it easy. And my husband's a Lego guy, and he was doing a kit the other night, and he had to put down some stickers on this tiny little Lego piece like this big. He's like, I can't get it on there. And I pulled my tweezers out and right there, 2 seconds. So I bought him a pair of tweezers for his Legos because he thought it was like so cool. He's like, that's so great. I need that. So Star Wars Legos, I think he was making K2SO from Rogue One. If you know, you know. Great movie. All right, there's no 31st. And then let's go ahead and put our dates down. Little covers. Monday. Oh, perfect. Oh, I think Tuesday's a little crooked. Yeah, you know what? I just like it. I think it's pretty. The crookedness is not going to bug me. It's my planner. No one else. I mean, you all understand it, but it's for my uses, and I just like it pretty. Trust me, there's no sense of perfection here. It's only creativity and prettiness with a little insanity sometimes, because I can be a little crazy. All right. Now we just have a couple of little deco pieces left. I think we'll put the daisy up there. And then let's see. I'll go ahead and put a little circle there. And then put right there. And then this green little one right there. Oh, that looks, see, use the whole sheet except 31, which I'm not going to save. All right, so we decorated April. I'm glad I got to use the kit. It came just like 2 days ago in the mail, and I had to play with it. When you get stickers in the mail and you can't play with it, it's a little depressing. You're kind of like, oh, I want to play with them. So I won't be using April for a while, but it's great to at least get it put down. We'll do the wacky holidays and the date covers when it gets closer. Thank you for joining and watching the fun. I hope it has inspired you to go sticker shopping. I'm not affiliated with Tasia. I'm just an addict and love her shop. So I recommend anything that I get that I love. So I hope you find something you enjoy. I hope everybody stays warm, and thank you for watching, considering pushing that like button and subscribe, and have a great day. We'll talk next time.